That is killing it on the planer. Look at that. But you at least need that. Oh, look at that rod go. Oh, there's a good fish, guys. Sunrise. I think that's half the reason I get up so early to go fishing. Nothing beats a sunrise over the water. Hey folks, I'm Peter Melhorn. Come along with me on this adventure as we're gonna try to catch catfish in the middle of May as the spawn is cranking up and bringing the bite to a halt. All right, guys, let's see what we got in the old bait cooler today. A little bit of a change. Instead of strawberry chicken, got some plain chicken. Yep, that's right. Plain chicken. Why are we using plain chicken? I'll be honest with you. I think plain chicken is going to work just as good as the strawberry. So I'm putting that out today. I've also got some live bait, cut bait, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to have, again, chicken side by side with cut bait. And we're going to see how it goes. We're working the back of a creek today. A little adventure. See if we can find some fish here as the spawn's starting to kick in. It's going to be one of our volunteers for today. Nice big crappie. We're in North Carolina, so it's legal. I'm going to scale him. Very good bait. One of the things I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be running some planer bores. These are the B-cat bores that I'm running right now. Put these on, clip them on, give it a little better spread. Getting ready to do a new video on putting these things, running these things, so keep a lookout for that. But pretty simple. I'll give you the quick version here. You just clip it on there. Clip it on the tip going to the rod. Tighten that screw down just a bit. Back on there. Bite it even more. These things have an adjustable screw on them and you can adjust the tension on the clip. A little bit different than some. There's little things in all the planer boards that different people like. I like the combo here, but yeah, just gives you a bigger spread. You can cover more water. It also helps when you are trolling like I am with 6 lines, keeping stuff kind of separated. On this one, planer board is going on the other side and putting out a big live bait. So we've got a big crappie, we've got a big live bait, we got a piece of cut bait, so get some coverage going here. This one hooked up here. Clip's good and tight, yep. Out in the water. Now, we're gonna get us some chicken baits. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with using plain chicken. I bet he chat cats. Smells good. Out on Tennessee River uses plain chicken all the time. So, does Jello make a difference? I don't really know. I just know this. It works. I think it's more the chicken than it is the Jello or any of that stuff. Guys, I just had one slam a planer board. I don't know if he stayed buttoned up or not. Yeah, he's there. He's there. That was the big crappie bait I had out. That could be a good fish. That could be a good one. See what we got here. I'll work the planer board over here and loosen it up. Only about 10 minutes in to making this drift, so that's kind of nice. All right, I'm gonna take a little chance here. Guys, I've told you on these planer boards, you're better off just popping them loose at this point and letting them fall down. But if you keep some tension on this line, like I just did, you can get these things all the way off. Fish are a little bit easier to handle when you get them all the way off of the line, especially when you're by yourself. So, but all you gotta do is just pop that clip, the front clip, the one closest to the rod, and it will slide down the line. It's got that, that's what that back connection is. Nice blue. You're not here. Easy. Easy, you're getting ready to go crazy. I had a feeling you were going to do that too. Threw my bait off. I was going to get to recycle my bait there, and it came off. Looked like he tore the back end off of it anyway. There he is. That, 11 pounds. You can see, got a few bite marks on it. I'm gonna take a gamble and say it's a spawned out female. That's what I'm gonna bet on. Don't really know without killing it and looking inside of it, but she's kind of thin in the belly. Could have some eggs in there maybe. Got some bite marks. A little bit thin, but we're gonna get her back in the water. Bye, girl. Well, guys, that was a good start on the morning. That fish is kind of typical of what you can expect to catch right now. A lot of those bigger fish are they're into the spawning mode. You can still catch them, and that's kind of what we're hoping to have happen today. But yeah, it gets tougher and tougher this time of the year as those fish get locked up in the spawning patterns and stuff. But hey, they don't all spawn at once. So some spawn early, some will spawn late. So you've always got a chance at getting some fish. But the consistency of catching those medium to upper size fish is just, it's a lot tougher to do it. So but I'm still fishing. I don't give up. I don't give up when the spawn happens. I don't give up when summer happens. I'm still out here fishing. So bait's back in the water. See if we can catch another one. There goes one, guys, on the spinning rod. That is on a piece of chicken. I just got hit a second ago. I was putting on a sabiki rig and made a pretty long pull back in here since the last fish that I caught. Never got bit, got into some stuff. I can't tell if this one's got a fish or if I'm wrapped into this line. It's kind of hard to tell. I think I'm wrapped into it. Who knows? It's coming back up here. But yeah, I got hit a second ago. And then this one went off. The other one was on a piece of chicken too, so I don't know if it's the same fish or not. I always wonder that when you're out here. Got that repositioned. Is that PC Fun spinning reel, Viper X. Put you a link down below in case you're interested in one. And a Ripping Lips rod, or their spinning rods. Yeah, I think I've been to that other line. Let's see if we can work him over here. This actually looks like a male. He looks very dark. Yep, that is a male. Oh, very dark and very aggressive. Oh. For a medium-sized fish, he's very upset, as they all are this time of the year. Oh, that's a good fish. Stay hooked, stay hooked. Well, I tell you, you get one this dark with a big old head like that. Need the pliers. Yeah, you get one this dark with a big head like that. You're thinking, man, that's a channel cat. Nope. That is a male. Male blue cat. Nice one. He's all jacked up. Probably been here doing some spawning action. Yes, sir. There he is. Good looking fish. Get him back alive. All right, folks, there you go. That's 2 fish in the boat in pretty short order. Those fish were fairly close together. Like I said, I didn't even get my other rod back out before the second one hit. Males too. So there's probably some spawning action going on back in here. Maybe that's why we're this pattern of catching fish in the back of these little creeks and coves is working. Could be there's some fish up in here spawning. A lot of boathouses. A lot of riprap walls along the shoreline here, so maybe that's the combination for what's working. I'm going to keep pulling this until it gets super shallow back here, and I may turn and make another pull out of here. But it's interesting how far I pulled through the main part of that creek, and it wasn't until I got to the very back of it that I started catching some fish. So was it just a hot spot right there? Who knows? Is it where the fish are? Who knows? It is interesting that a couple of creeks I've tried this in, this has been where the fish have been. So you never know. I'm sure there's still some fish out there in some deep water. I'm sure you can still catch them out there. They're out there in some places, I'm sure. But what's working here is having these fish in the back of these creeks. It's working. How long will it last? Who knows? We never know with that. We'll just fish, adapt, and try to find them. So the good news is for you guys that are bank fishing, this is like primo country for the bank fishermen to catch fish. So that's a good sign that if you've got access to the back of some creeks, some shallower water. I'm only in probably in 8 feet of water now, and I probably got this fish in 10, so you don't have to be in deep water, have deep water access to catch these fish. So good news for the bank anglers. Caught them on chicken, caught them on cut bait. So they're hidden about anything if you can put the bait in front of them. That is killing it on the planer. Look at that. That's a good bite. That's a good bite. Oh. That one nailed it. He nailed it. I was just coming over here to check a bait on this side. Hopefully he's still on there. Get this off of here. Kind of had to put down some stuff there. Yeah, I feel the tension on it. One thing about the planer is usually when they pop it, well, look at him go. He is running that way. Get him out of those rocks. There's a bunch of rocks right there on that point. Oh yeah, good bite, good bite, good bite, good bite. Just got that other one released. It's a good fish. It's a good fish. Can't tell if he's nettable or not. He's running good. Grab my boga grip. I will at least need that. Oh, look at that rod go. Oh. This is either a jacked up male or a bigger fish than I'm thinking. Work him up here, work him up here. There we go. There we go. Stay down. Take your time, big boy. It's a good fish. Good fish, good fish. Probably nettable. Should net him. Probably should net him. I'm gonna bug a grip before I lose him. Ah, he went back down. He went back down. He took a dive. There he goes. My netting. There we go. He is diving. Nice, nice. It's a good fish. Oh, it's a good fish. That's a good fish. Get out of there. Get out of there. Nope, nope. Don't go down again. Don't go down again. Walk you back. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Boom. Oh boy. There's a good fish, guys. In all seriousness, he is bigger than I thought he was. Okay. That hook out of your mouth, big boy. There we go. Nice fish, nice blue. Very nice fish. This guy's about 23, 24 pounds. Big healthy male. Ready to go spawn. All right, let's get him back alive. Bye-bye. I haven't even got the rod back in the water. And I've got this rod here going off. I believe that's on a piece of chicken. I don't know what all he went through. He may have a mess here. But yeah, I don't even have the other rod back in the water yet. Was kind of putting away some stuff. And this one folded. I think he's in that outline also. Man. This may be the magic combo right here. Back of a creek. We got a mess here. I got too much stuff in the way. I have to move some gear around here. This is the rod I just caught the fish off of a second ago. Keep that tight. There he goes. Keep going that way. Well, the good thing is my net's already out, so I'm good to go there. I don't know if this fish is nettable, but since it's here, might as well use it, right? Crazy. Boom, boom, boom. Another good fish. Another good fish. I'm gonna net him. He's all in. Another line. There we go. We got a mess now. We got lines from somewhere in there. I think it's off that other chicken bait. This one's on chicken. The last one came on a perch head. So anyway, let's get this in the boat, take a look at it. Oh. As long as I got my glove out, go and take advantage of it. And get this hook out of his mouth. Come here, big boy. Bam, get that done. Oh, okay. 13-pound fish. Nice, nice. Nice. Heck yeah. Looks like a male. Not as beat up as bad. Man, I may just be in the place where some of these fish that are not spawning like crazy. There we go. That's another good one. Good fish. Get him back alive. Well, after catching that fish, I dragged this creek for about another 30 minutes with no more fish. So I decided to pack up, head down the lake, and try another creek. All right, guys, so the area I pulled into is the same creek that kind of clued me into what was going on here with some of this creek bite. And I kind of have run kind of about halfway back, about where the biting fish started the other day. And just making a slow pull through here. Seeing if I can find some of these fish. I don't know if it was a one-day just anomaly that I got onto them, but I've caught fish in here before. Caught fish in here in the summertime. So I got a feeling this is holding some fish back here, especially where it starts to narrow up. So I'm gonna drag this all the way to the back and see what happens. Look at there, look at there, look at there. We got one on the planer board. It's not a big fish, but it's a fish. What we did was kind of got back there in about 4 or 5 feet of water. It was running out of cove, actually running out of creek. I'm almost to the back of it. So I decided to turn around and troll back out of here. Had so many bites, caught so many fish. This narrow little section, I'm gonna pull back through it. I'm not gonna pull the entire creek, but I'm gonna at least pull this area back here where I hooked into these fish. See if I can get a couple more. And this one's on a planer. Taking a little bit of it. Oop, feeling pulling. I think he is hooked pretty good. Okay. Kind of got a little bit of a system for getting those planer boards off of there and keeping tension on the line. If you can keep tension on the line, you're fine doing that. There's no problem. It's just you can't let that line go slack. That's where the fish come off at. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, channel cat, spawny channel cat too. Oh, fell off when I got him in the boat. He started flapping. Let's get a look at him. Come here, big guy. The male. Got some coloration going on. Big old wide mouth, big head. Almost look like a flathead from the top. Not as dark as I've seen them though. That's interesting. The coloration isn't as well defined. Anyway, well, there's my first channel cat of the day. That's what I had a lot of those in here the other day on the trip. Had some bigger blues, but I had a lot of channel cats. So wouldn't be surprised if I don't see some more of those. Was kind of expecting them. I've got a little bit bigger baits on today. I'm kind of trying to weed some of those out. Not really trying to put a lot of fish in the boat. I would like to get a couple more in the teens, maybe even a 20, maybe even one of those big trophy fish. I don't think that's going to happen today, though. I think we're far enough into spawn. It's going to be a real just luck of the draw to get one of those. So I'm going to keep dragging through here, getting kind of to the sweet spot where there were some fish yesterday. We'll see if they're here today. Man, it started bopping. Planer board started bopping. I think there's a fish on it. I may have just pulled it out of its mouth. It's a small fish. It did not hit it like a freight train. That'll happen. This one's got cut bait on it. A pretty big piece of cut bait. Get off of that. There we go. He may be on there. I'm not gonna go crazy. Trying to. Whoa, Jack, dropping stuff. Let's see if he stayed hooked up. Yep, feel some resistance. I'm gonna nurse it in. I'd like to at least get him to the boat, see what it is. I think it's a channel cat, or at least acted like a channel cat, kind of herky-jerky on the bite. Oh, looking like a channel cat. This is where we got into him yesterday. I did make a move, and sort of getting some more channel cats in here. Kind of getting to the back reaches of this creek now, where I think the fish are going to be. You can see a pretty big chunk of bait there. Some down. Perfect eater-sized fish. Protect his jaw as much as possible. There we go. Good eater channel. If I was keeping them, that would be a perfect one to keep. Let's go back alive. We got another one eating on a planer board. There we go. This one is a chicken bait. Had pretty good luck with the planer boards today. I think I've caught, I don't know what, 6 fish, and I think this will make number 3 or 4 that have come on planer boards. So, are they boat shy? Is it just a bait? Is it just the luck? Who knows? Get that one over that. This does not feel like a large fish. Could be another channel cat. Like I was saying, I kind of expected to get into some of those back in here. And hey, listen, It'll pass the time in between some big fish. This time of the year, beggars can't be choosers on what they're catching, so I'm just happy to catch fish. This is a channel cat. See if he's hooked good. I can lift him in. Yeah, it looks bottom of the mouth hooked. Another eater-sized channel cat. I know where to bring a guy trip that wants to catch eaters. See the place. I think you can catch more if you downsize the bait a little bit. Sucker, you would just open your mouth. Your life would get a lot better real quick. Got a little bite mark there on the side. There's a female. Well, as expected, another channel catfish. That one on chicken, plain chicken today, by the way. I'm not running any with any strawberry jello on it because I honestly think that the plain chicken will work just fine. I'm going to do some side-by-side tests here at some point just to see, but I honestly think the jello plays very little part in it. But anyway, getting back here, as you can tell behind me, this creek gets more and more narrow back here. And plucked one out in here yesterday in the teens and one around 20. So I'm going to keep dragging this for a while, see if there's some in here. And if not, I can say I've had a pretty decent day. I think that's fish number 6 or 7. Not a bad day considering the circumstances of everything going on. Definitely can tell a difference that I'm catching more fish when I go to drifting and dragging right now. The MO had kind of been anchor up and try to catch fish that way, and it worked for a while. I was catching good fish on guide trips just about every day, and then that kind of really started to decline here in the past week, and that's when the dark blue started showing up, the males. So that was a clue that the small was going on. So made the change to dragging some baits, trying to catch some fish, trying to find some that are feeding, that are spawning, and this is turning out to be a much more productive way of putting fish in the boat. Watch this planer board right here. This is the one I just put back out. I think there may be a fish on that thing. Yep, there he goes, there he goes. Yep, got it. Hooked up. I just put that bait back out. That's the one we got that channel cat off of. I don't think this one is much bigger, but we got us a fish. That's what matters. We are catching fish, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of excited. I had some bad spawn years where it just became very bad on catching any fish at all. But maybe because of our weather, let me get this around this rod. We've kind of had a spring this year in that, I think this may be a blue. We've kind of had seasonal temperatures is what I'm getting at. And it hasn't gotten super hot yet. It's supposed to get in the 80s this week, which isn't super hot. It's spring temperature, it's mid-May. But I think because we kind of had normal temperatures, maybe everything is happening staggered. So that's good. Oh, it is a channel. Just a feisty one. Mr. Feisty Channel. And we got our bait back, at least for now, until he flicks it off. Boom. Channel cat, female. Simmer. There we go. Pretty fish. Good color. Go make some babies for us, will you? Will you go make us some babies? Well, we've been at this about 4 hours, and we put 8 fish in the boat. That's a pretty good day's fishing. It's a good catch rate. It's about a normal average catch rate on this lake, so I ain't gonna complain. Another channel cat, another one on chicken. That was the bait I just put back out. Plain chicken again, and on a planer board. So planer board's definitely racking up the numbers today for some reason. Are they boat shy? Don't know, but they're working today. It's not bad fishing. I think even more fish could be caught with downsizing some bait here. And the cool thing about this is, guys, if you look around me, you can hit the bank or hit where I'm fishing from the bank. So even if you're stuck on the bank fishing, you could get into some fish out here. So it's while the big fish are locking up and while the fishing's going to slow down, it's still a time that you can catch fish. You can catch fish from the bank. You can catch fish definitely from a boat. You just may have to work at it a little bit harder to get them. I can't tell if that fish has eaten. I think it has. That's a small fish though. Running out of water back here, guys. I'm into about 10 feet. Still marking a few arches, not hardly marking any bait. So that's kind of a good thing for catching, I would guess. Another channel. And that one is gonna make it or not. Yep. Boom. All similar sized females back here. Where's those pliers? There they are. All similar sized. There we go, got the bait back. Get that one back in the water before it starts bleeding too much. Hooked in the bottom of the mouth. I'm hoping that hits right there, guys. Now you wonder, are those fish or something else? Well, that right there is something else. But you click back over to the right page here, and you scroll back, and you look at that first one. That's that. That's a good fish. Yeah, guys, we're coming right up on the 4-hour mark now. I was just looking at what time we started, and that's fish number 10. Again, nothing big there on these last ones. They're turning into channel cats, but there's some decent fish in here. They're around. You look at that shot on the sonar right there, and you'll see that's a good fish that's back here. So they're around. Again, you just got to get one that's feeding and that's active. One thing that's interesting is, well, I love being out here at sunrise. Y'all know I love being out here before the sun comes up. Seems like the bite has been pretty decent in the middle of the day, so or at least later in the day. So a little note for you guys out there is, while early and right at dark is typically a good time. Sometimes, depending on what's going on with just the seasonal patterns and everything, and weekly patterns and moon phases and lunar phases and everything else that you can conjure up to find out why they're doing it. Sometimes middle of the day works fine. So again, fish when you can, get out here and fish when you can, enjoy your time on the water. And because that's what's most important. Big fish are great, lots of fish are great, but the biggest thing is, I don't think any of us really, when we look back on it, we remember the times fishing more than we do the catching. So and that's we've been at this about 4 hours, and we put 8 fish in the boat. All right, guys, I'm just getting rods. That's a pretty good day's fishing. It's a good catch rate. It's about a normal average catch rate on this lake, so I ain't gonna complain. I swear. Another channel cat, another one on chicken. That was a bait I just put back out. It's awful heavy, chicken for sure. Again, and on a planer board. Yep. So there's something on there. Planer board's definitely racking up the numbers today for some reason. Here's board off of here. Are they boat shy? This is a chicken. Two of the chickens I pulled in working today did not have bait left on them. So it's not bad fishing. I think even more fish could be caught with downsizing some bait here. And the cool thing about this is, guys, if you look around me, you can hit the bank. Get him up here, or hit where I'm fishing from the bank. So even if you're stuck on the bank fishing, you can get into some fish out here. 11. So, on chicken. It's while the big fish are locking up, and while the fishing's going to slow down, it's still a time that you can catch fish. You can catch fish from the bank. You can catch fish definitely from a boat. Jello-free, sugar-free. You just may have to work at it a little bit harder to get them. End of the day, 11 fish. They're biting. It's getting up here to 10:30, 11 o'clock. Might not be a bad time to be on the water. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. here are a couple more videos that I think you're gonna like. I'd watch that one and then that one. No, do that one first and then that one. I don't know, just watch them both. They're both good.